Everybody. Oh, better turn the radio down. Sorry, YouTube. I'm out here, just about to enter Trewellard, out near St Just. Anyone who's watched some of my earlier videos know where that is. And there's cow poo all over the road, and I've not long washed my car, so that's great. I'm going to do Trewellard to St Ives, the coastline road. Very pretty. It would have been prettier if the sun hadn't gone in and the clouds had formed. Promise you, the sun was out. Hopefully Mr. Blue Sky will show his face again. Yeah, I used to live here. One of many places I've lived. This is on the north coast instead of the south. That's where Penzance is, where we do some of our shooting. That's on the south coast. I said again, south. Gone down south. Lots of dog walking today. A nice blind corner, both sides. Epic. Right. Now this coast road, for those who haven't seen this route before, will consist of quite narrow roads winding through the hillsides. Oh, to the right there is Givor Tin Mine. Well, it says it there on the sign. One of many mines, old shut down mines we've got in Cornwall. That one there's a museum, so yeah. Long coastal road winding through the hills. You're going to see lots of the ocean, the cliffs, a few farms. I basically told you now. I don't need to show you the video. I guess that's the end of the video. No, see you guys. No, not really. I'm out here, so. But this is Trewellard. I know it's a strange name, but I may as well call it I'm Wellard. But you know, that as kids you can hear in the school off to my right, playtime. Oh, I miss being a kid. Absolute zero responsibility. So the roads around here are very bumpy. The council really doesn't get out here often. And then I just see a Cormac car which belongs to the council. So that kind of just shot down everything I was just saying there. It's funny, isn't it, when you say something and there's something happens to kind of like shoot you down. I'm not going to win 100,000. See how that plays out. Right. For those who watched yesterday's double-decker bus rant, sorry about that. Let's see if we come face to face with a double-decker bus trying to squeeze itself like toothpaste through a tube down these lanes. You've got to be very wary, because you get some tourists that come down here and they think, oh, we're on the freeway or the motorway, and it's bombing through the lanes. Oh, the sun's coming out. Fun fact, bit of geology here. This used to be on the seabed, which is why it's predominantly granite. You can see all the cottages here, they're all made of this stuff, granite. I was going to say that's a grey horse over there, but it's actually a horse with a little coat on. And you've got some backpackers backpacking. Thank you very much. See, we've got Morva. We've got places out here that sound like they should be in Lord of the Rings. As you can see, it's very bumpy. It's a combination of mud, gravel, cow poo, potholes. Lots of farms. Here's a double-decker bus. We met him just at the right time, because this is where the road narrows. Take it nice and easy. You see, they made the road wider in places so that if you meet someone, you can pop in here and... Oh, rabbit! Do you think he was running from someone that was hunting rabbits? Sorry, that was terrible. You can see right up on top of that hill over there is an old mine working. There's a house up there too. God, imagine the views. But you can see everything is made of granite. The houses, the walls, you know, the walls on the side of this road. You can't tell. Yeah, look, granite. Granite. I think even the wildlife's made of granite. Look, those cows over there, they're made of granite. My nose is running. Come on, Mr. Sun, where are you? Got granite, like blocks like that plopped on top of each other, and I don't know... don't know why. What are you waiting for? Seem to have Lewis Hamilton behind me. This is one of the people that you don't want to meet coming through the corners. So I'll find a place in a minute, pull over, let him or her, let her go by. There's no point trying to show you sights and scenery at 20,000 miles an hour, is it? Normally, somewhere along this stretch we have horses, wild horses, out in the middle of the road. They don't care about the traffic, they're used to it. If you come across them, you just have to thread your way through them. Oh, horrible hawthorns. Ugh. Lots of hawthorn bushes around here. Not good for tyres. Up to a couple of cattle grates. Now the common misconception with these things is go slow over them. No, you don't. You speed up because it's smoother. Cattle grate. There we go. Instead of slowing down, see? Smoother! See, they slowed right down behind me. Everybody slows down and it's like... And this is where the wild horses normally are. Not always, but there don't seem to be today. Because they have free roam, you know, over everything. Everything? Over everywhere around here. But as you can see, it is a bit Lord of the Ringsy out here. They're nice roads to drive on, but you've got to be a little bit experienced, because if you go off, you're not getting back on again that easily, and you're probably going to hit a granite rock and smash your car up. So there's been many a tale of boy racers out here having their cars towed out of the hedge. Right, another cattle grate here. You're going to slow down, I am not. Whee! Actually, I'm sure I got a bit of air there. Right, now have a little windy farm bit up here. Slow down for this because single file traffic, well, only just. So you get roads like this that thread their way through the actual farm, and you've got to be respectful to the owners and not bomb your way through. You know, excuse me, coming through. You know, tourists do, but they don't know. You know, tractor. I wish my nose would stop running. See, what people do is they, like Lewis Hamilton behind me here, is that they get up behind you and then they start to push you. Which is what I'm going to do, is just zip over here and let her go on ahead. And then I'm going to have a little drink, just let this lot go on. Nice bike. God, I still hear the radio. Oh dear. Right. That yellow building that you can see there is like a kind of hotel restaurant thingy. I honestly don't know why they painted it that colour. I suppose so you can see it from miles away, but you know, you can have a nice meal and then sleep there the rest, you know, for the night. Or two if you want. It's called the Gurnard's Head Hotel. Probably the only orange hotel in Britain, maybe? Maybe the world, I don't know. Right, let me just tootle around on our way. I'm not known for being a slow driver. I like to get to where I'm going. I don't like to dawdle, but when you're filming, what's the point of speeding past everywhere? You're just not going to get to see anything, are you? The ocean. I might film. I can't go through the centre of it because I'll be going the wrong way down a one-way street. But I might skip the edge of St Ives, do a little bit of Carbis Bay, and then possibly end the video there. I think I'm at 10 minutes in. So you meet a bus coming down here and you're the one reversing. You can get into a little lay-by like that. But you really do have to be mindful of your driving when you're out here. Best thing to do is wait for a Sunday, a nice sunny Sunday, crack open the window and just enjoy it, because they are nice roads for driving. catching up on the news again this morning. I heard that the death rate of Turkey and Syria earthquakes are over 8,000 now. They're probably well over that since I've watched the news. You know, you'd think it would make them realise that war is such a stupid, trivial thing compared to something like a big earthquake. And maybe it's not a good idea to continue, you know, and just to rebuild, you know, and take stock. I spat on my hand then. Yeah. Terrible. And you can't predict them. You just can't predict an earthquake. A volcano, yeah, you can, but an earthquake, no, you can't. Tiny little lady in a massive 4x4. Tourists just blasting away their way through, that's what they do. Right, we're coming up on a place called Sennen. No, we're not. I'm an idiot. Because Sennen is right down near Land's End. We're coming up on a place called Zenor, which is kind of similar. If you really stretch your imagination. Yeah, Zenor. It's meant to be an old legend of a mermaid. See, Zenor. Zenor. Yeah, Mermaid of Zenor. See, another Lord of the Rings name. Oh, up here it appears that I've caught up on some of these. It's a small village, right by the sea. I don't know if it's got a harbour. I don't actually think I've ever been in there. This is someone being interviewed about the earthquakes.
They're safe at the moment, you know. They're in a safe place, but obviously there are unfortunate families out there, thousands of them, in fact.
Yeah. I'll have to catch the news when I get home. Come on, son, where are you? A lot of Audi drivers out here today. As you can see, the roads are very bumpy. I'm not going to mention anything about the council because I'm just going to see a load of council vans and round the next corner. You can scare someone, you know, that hasn't been here before, and you're coming this way, and they're in the passenger seat for the first time. You can scare them. Don't worry, I won't scare you, but you can come up here reasonably quickly, and then the road whips around, and it's like, whoa! But yeah, there's a hell of a view. I mean, there's a lay-by over to the right sometimes. I'll pull over there and have a pasty. You know, pasty and a drink. Usually, and I don't think I've seen any yet, but you normally get cyclists out here because it is quite challenging. You know, you're up and down all the time. So it's got to work out. When they had the G7 conference out here, out in the bay, well, not the bay, but out there, you could could see an American aircraft carrier. It was massive, even from miles away. It was a big thing. See that massive blob of granite right in front of me? There, cyclist. Oh, a lady cyclist actually. That was an Aston Martin, so someone's got a bit of money. He's out for a drive on these roads, that's what he's doing. And another Aston Martin. He's got a bit of money, so he's out for a nice drive on these roads. Go on, let me say it a third time. They might be friends. Nice. It's nice having, well, it would be nice to have a car like that, but nobody thinks when it goes wrong, what's it going to cost? I used to be a mechanic, and I used to work in a Jaguar Aston Martin garage, service the engines. And the engines themselves are things of beauty, you know. Massively heavy. And there's Carbis Bay in front of us. Right, if I tilt you forward facing, there we go. Make sure you're straight. Yeah, I live about 16 miles away across the bay over there. Thistles, just missed a little bunch of thistles. Yeah, right, I think I'll go down into a little bit of St Ives, skim around the edge of it, up into Carbis Bay. I took the Penzance Road and then turned off to go around the back towards Litland, it would take me quite a bit of extra time. So if I go down this way, looks like they've resurfaced because they haven't put any road markings on yet. Smooth! Well, not that bit. But this bit, sort of smooth. I've lived here, St Ives. I've lived all over St Ives. It's my hometown. Not now, but I was brought back from Trelisk Hospital to here, where I lived for quite a while. It's alright, mate, just pull out in front of me. Doesn't matter. I wonder if I was driving a lorry, would he have done that? Oh, and the road is closed. Okay. Well, that's the second road that's been closed. I haven't been up here in years, so I really don't know. I can't remember where this goes. So bear with me. At least you're getting a good view of the ocean. Look at that, St Ives. View on the beach. I'm glad I came this way actually. It's a good view of the harbour. Right, yeah. It looks, to all intents and purposes, like I've got to go back on myself, which is a bit of a bummer. Oh, minor speed bump. It looks like I'm going to have to go the Tyringham way. Council seems to be doing a lot of work, but then again, tourist season is it's not too far away, so it does look like I'm going to have to pity that it's closed down now. That would have cut a lot of time off. Never mind, never mind. My uncle, he used to live back there on the right, and he was a little bugger for storytelling, and he used to, you know, the story of War of the Worlds, he had it on record, and the Jeff Wayne version, and he told me it actually happened for years. I was going around telling my school friends that War of the World aliens invaded and we won. Well, bacteria won. And yeah, I believed it happened, and I went round telling a load of people, young friends at the time, that it actually happened, and they probably believed me as well. I mean, why not? I believed in Santa Claus. I didn't really. I always kind of knew it was my mum and dad going out buying presents, sticking them under the tree. I'm going to shut the window a little bit. Give you a wee little bit nippy. So I don't know if the memory card's going to last. I think I had about 7 gigs. I'm going to try and get round the back way, past the Tyringham Arms, toward the land, and through Hale, and then call that video a quit. Well, an end to the video. It's almost burning wood. I thought that was illegal. Ugh. I'm not sure, I always get it muddled with somewhere else. I think this is Nancledra. Cornwall is almost as bad as Wales for tongue twisters. You know, Nancledra, you know. I swear there's a place up near Liscard called Chewbacca. It's not spelt like that, but it looks like it. It sounds like it. Also, secretively, another reason why I've gone out is my neighbour is having windows put in, and it's not a quiet job. And rather than sit there listening to a couple of workmen bang away, I thought, well, the sun's out. Believe me, the sun was out. I'll go and do a video. So that's another reason. So we'll head back to Hale, go through Hale, and call it a day. I like to slow down here anyway because there's a nursery around here. A lot of people don't, but you know. Hopefully, we've gone a couple of hours now, probably a little bit more, they'll be done. Yeah, we passed the Tyringham Arms back there. It was kind of like a pub slash restaurant. It served really good food, and it was there for years, but then it shut down, unfortunately. Glad to see that my video from yesterday, within the first hour, it got 11 views. So that's awesome. Awesome. Hale in the distance. Oh, my nose is still running. Oh, big tractor. Actually, I don't think it was a tractor. Some kind of thing, construction JCB thingy. Well, safe for you, safe for me. Right, down onto the causeway. Looks like the tide's out today. I mean, I'm really glad people are watching these videos because I'm having fun making them. You know, I mean, if I wasn't doing this on YouTube, I'd be out driving anyway. You know, it's something I do when I get bored. You know, I don't really like watching TV that much. There's not really a lot on. You know, I've never been like a Game of Thrones, or as I like to call it, boobies and dragons, because that's all that ever seems to be on there. So no, I don't really like watching much TV. I watch a bit of YouTube. But I prefer to be out and about in the fresh air. There's a local Asda. It's kind of like a, if you're American, it's kind of like your Walmart. If you wonder where they're going, to my left there's a local juice, and it's a Builders Merchants. Yeah, the Asda. It's kind of like Walmart. We've got different ones. We've got Tesco's, Morrison's, Sainsbury's, Waitrose. They're all kind of like, you know, just general stores for food and stuff. We're coming into Hale under the viaduct. No going that way. Right, so I'm going this way. Hale's very long and thin. There we've got Philps in front, that big white shop. It's kind of like a local pasty shop. I'm not too keen on them, to be honest. I prefer Cornish oven. I'm not sponsored. But, you know, if anyone from Cornish Oven's watching, you know, Cornish Oven. Get your pasties from there. Yep, full beam, middle of the day. Thank you very much. I can only see spots in front of my eyes now. How can you not know? I mean, it's indicated on your dash that you've got full beam on. It's like, do you see these people driving around with indicators on a straight bit of road? You know inside their car it's going tick, 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 tick. Can't they hear that? Sorry, I'm ranting on again. It's just some bugbears that grind my gears. Left is our local fire station. Well, fire, police, ambulance rolled into one. They've done that up my way as well. I don't know how effective that would be. It might be more effective. yeah, that was basically hail. The woman there with very scary hair, looking quite angry. Got another store to our left. Can't remember the name of that one. Home Bargains, that's it. It's kind of like a thrift store. It's all residential now on our right because we're coming out of the end of hail. I mean, if you take a left at the roundabout here, you go up onto the Hale Towns and the coast road. I would video that, but there's not really a lot to see, not like the coast road we've just come along. But there's Lidl's, it's a German store, kind of like Aldi. That's another German store we've got over here. Nice food. I don't know why they say Germans don't do good food. They do. Yummy. And that's basically it. That was our little trip out for today. I'll end it after the roundabout because I think my mind should be on what I'm doing here at the moment. And we got your usual McDonald's, which is always full. And a local Shell station. But that concludes our little adventure. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.